Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this has been a highly requested video and I just wanted to show you guys how I straighten my hair. I have been getting many questions on how I get it very sleek and non-frizzy, and as many of you know, my hair is kind of like on the wavier, curlier side. This has actually been when I have already combed it through, but the first thing that I did was just add a heat protector. This one was from John Frieda, the Frizzies. And I'm just going to be sectioning it into two parts and clipping the top half, and I'm going to go ahead and comb my hair once again. Now I'm going to take the straightener. This one is the Bionic straightener, and I'm just going to begin to smoothly straighten my hair. It's actually pretty good. It doesn't take me that long to straighten it with this straightener, but I mainly focus at the root and at the bottom. And whenever I feel like there's any type of frizz, I go back to it. So I use my comb and the straightener pretty much on and off during this process. So I kind of take like an inch of hair depending on how hot I have the straightener on, but usually I have it all the way up just because it takes me around 15 minutes to do my entire hair. Especially if I'm in a hurry, I will definitely take that amount of time. And I usually kind of like mix my hair up from the back and then start over and just run it through once again. Just because, especially if you have like curly or wavy or frizzy hair, we know that sometimes like it gets caught in between hairs and some sections don't get straightened. So that's kind of my safe way of making sure that everything's completely even. I kind of run my fingers through my hair as well, kind of acting as a comb. But if you have already previously, combed your hair, then you should be okay. But since my hair is on the like curlier side, I like to make sure I have my comb right next to me. And another thing that I wanted to mention is that, especially near the ear, my frizziness tends to show, or my curliness tends to show a lot more, or like if it's kind of humid outside, if I didn't really straighten those sections, it tends to just unfold very not good. So I'm getting at the top now, and this is probably the most important, at least to me, when straightening my hair. So here I'm gonna really grab smaller sections of hair and make sure that everything's completely straightened from the root to the bottom. Typically, when I'm getting near my baby hair, that's where it kind of starts getting extremely stiff. So I try to make sure that when I'm straightening that section that it goes down. Not like outward, but down. Especially at the top as well. Just because I want to minimize the amount of little baby hairs that are kind of sticking out at the top of the head. And I comb it through, and if I find any pieces that are curly in some way, I go back and just make sure to use the comb and the straightener at the same time. And I'm going to be doing the same thing to the other side at the top, really focusing behind the head and on top of the head, as well as near the bottom. And this is mainly because of the fact that my hair is like on the frizzier side. If it's humid, if it's raining, if I don't straighten it right, it's gonna frizz a lot. So I want to make sure that I'm doing my best when straightening my hair. So we're basically at the end. I'm just gonna make sure to get the top near my face. Once I feel that the hair is pretty straightened, what I'm going to do is I add some type of oil to the hair. Recently, I've just been using the Frizzy by John Frieda and just adding it mostly at the bottom of my hair, just because that area, it tends to move a little bit less naturally since my hair isn't naturally straight. I don't really like to put too much oil at the top of my hair because of the fact that it will look oily. Another thing that I like to add is hairspray, and I know this sounds crazy, but I try to always get any type of hairspray that is flexible hold. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow your hair to move naturally, but at the same time have the hairspray in place, so that if there's any like little hairs kind of laying around, it kind of flattens it but lets it flow very gently. But that's basically it. I hope you guys kind of learned something. I know many of you have been wondering how my hair kind of looks shiny and super straight when my hair really isn't like that. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't. Bye guys!